Beneath the moon where the old stones sleep, I trace the circles buried deep. A book of names in a candle's flame, 1,000 spirits without a face. Soloman's key in a trembling hand, brass turns cold at my command. Seals like stars in the midnight sky, and something whispers, do not ask why. Draw the line, shut the door. What was sleeping wakes once more. Every symbol, every sign, a borrowed language for the night. Turn the black key, open the gate, call up the shadows that patiently wait. Demons in the mirror, angels in disguise, ancient names are burning in my eyes. I came seeking power, I found something older, a kingdom of dust on the shoulders of Soloman. Turn the black key and pray it locks again.
Hello and welcome back to Tarotsky. Today we have the lovely Pandora. She is a member of the Art Tribe, a Facebook group, and a scholar. Today she will be teaching us about the Key of Solomon, more specifically the Lesser Key of Solomon. She will be talking about demonology, the occult, and will be using special occult-based tarot cards listing 78 Solomonic demons. So I'll hand it over to Pandora.
Hi, I'm Pandora. So today, specifically, we will be talking about the first book in the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Book of the Goetia. The version we'll be using is the one translated into the English tongue by a dead hand and adorned with divers other matters germane, delightful to the wise. The whole edited, verified, introduced, and commented by Alistair Crowley. It was made in 1904. So, first of all, shall we start off with the dictionary definition of demonology? It's very short. The study of demons or demonic belief, but I kind of prefer another one. The term demonology refers to the study of demons or evil spirits. It encompasses beliefs and practices related to the existence and nature of demons, often involving rituals and superstitions. I much prefer that one. What do you think?
Well, I'm kind of a bit scared of the actual word demon. So, I mean, I'm just eager to learn about what it is, the whole thing, really.
Well, if it's any help, demons probably won't hurt you. They're mainly part of your psyche.
I know that we've our minds have invented it. I know that I only really know about Solomon from the way he sort of said that he would cut the baby in two, because both mothers said that it was their baby, and the real mother said no, let the other lady have it, and Solomon said no, she's obviously the real mother. So apart from that, and I know he had 700 wives, didn't he? So
yeah, and 300 concubines. Let me check. He had a lot of women, basically.
But did he invent demonology or?
No, that has been going for a very long time.
Oh.
I know a lot of it originated in ancient Egypt, lots before that as well. Mainly, it's always kind of been a part of our lives. We've always attributed the dark and scary things humanity is capable of to these outside forces because we are just so scared of that being a real part of us. It's mainly just fear.
Are we really looking for animals in the world that might eat us? And so we're kind of like thinking there aren't any sort of wild animals anymore that might jump out and eat us. So we kind of imagine it must be something else. Must be a little demon that might jump out and eat us.
Yeah, it's just kind of always been about I guess the more comfortable we become in our lives, the more scary certain things can become. So things like war can be very scary to someone who's never been or experienced war. It's things like that, really. Demons are mainly just the scary part of ourselves or our lives that we've felt we couldn't exactly deal with unless they were outside forces that we could control. It's we're humans. We want to control everything.
So we just want to be aware, really, of anything that might be behind us, like a tiger or something that's might jump out and eat us. But because we don't have any prey or anything that's going to eat us up, then we just have to still keep our wits about us, basically, just in case.
Yeah. Okay, so you obviously can't talk about the Key of Solomon without talking about Solomon himself. So, this is what we know. His reign was from circa 970 to 931 BCE. His predecessor was David. His successor was Rehoboam. He was born in the 10th century BCE. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines.
You have a question?
Yes.
Sorry, was it the 11th or the 10th BC?
It was
From the 11th.
It's hypothesized that he was around that time, so
so
like
both.
circa 11th, 10th century.
Okay.
All good. All right. So his father was David. His mother was Bathsheba, and the religion that he practiced was Yahwism. So, his another name for him is Jedediah. He was described as the penultimate ruler of all 12 tribes of Israel, under united Israel and Judah. His reign is hypothesized to have lasted from 970 to 931, as I told you before. According to the biblical narratives, his reign brought commercial prosperity through alliances and trade, but his accumulation of wealth, horses, and a lot of wives, many of whom introduced idolatry, led to divine punishment. After Solomon's death, his son Rehoboam's harsh policies led the northern Israelites to reject the Davidic line and follow Jeroboam, splitting the kingdom into Israel in the north and Judah in the south, according to the Hebrew Bible. Yes.
Can I just ask a question about... so he wasn't really allowed to study the idealism or the idols that some of his wives... introduced, and it was against the law. So how did that work if he wasn't allowed to and his wives did?
No, so he idolized his wives. They introduced idolatry to him, so
But it was illegal, though, you said.
Oh yeah, it was illegal, but he was the king. No one really...
he was a king.
He was
okay.
the king.
Oh,
no one could do anything.
Okay.
No, but like he obviously didn't really care.
Oh, okay.
And he.
So it was against the law for everybody else, but not him.
Because he's basically a hypocrite.
Yeah.
But this brought divine punishment.
Ooh.
God decided this was bad, and then only after a couple of things he had to do, God decided, you know what, yeah, you're fine now. He forgave him.
Oh, you're gonna put it on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So it's fine. He was considered a Jewish prophet. Solomon is portrayed as wealthy, wise, powerful, and a dedicated follower of Yahweh, which is God, as attested to by the eponymous Solomon's Temple. He is also traditionally regarded as the author of the biblical books of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Songs. He is also the subject of many later references and legends, most notably in the Testament of Solomon, part of the biblical Apocrypha from the 1st century. So everything about him is very much hypothesized. We do not have a lot of evidence from that time. So all of these books, obviously, we don't know if he wrote them. So, which is why he's thought to have wrote them. Scholars have spent centuries trying to figure things out, what happened back then. Obviously, we only really have a couple of books written at the time, so like the Bible was written a bit after that, but lots of scholars use that. Many of the books they thought he wrote, scholars use those. Yes.
What do you mean we don't have that much evidence? As in, like, because we basically know his whole entire family.
We know his lineage,
We know
but
everything about him.
Yeah, we don't, because so lots of people back then obviously were illiterate because that's just what people couldn't afford that kind of education. So only the people who were near him, or he himself, I suppose, like lots of people think he was literate, would write about him. So lots of this is very biased, or thought to be quite biased. So lots of the information we do have could be inaccurate, and we are missing a lot from that time period, obviously, because things get lost, things get broken, you know, wars happen, these things get destroyed, you know, like the Library of Alexandria, it's all gone. So lots of things have been lost, so we don't have the full story, obviously. Okay, so Solomon is also revered in Christianity and Islam. In the New Testament, he is portrayed as a teacher of wisdom compared to Jesus, and invoked rhetorically to illustrate God's generosity. In the Quran, he is considered to be a major Islamic prophet during the Hellenistic period. Solomon also came to be known as a magician and an exorcist with amulets and discovered seals invoking his name. This ties in to the Key of Solomon. Today we will be going over the Lesser Key of Solomon and the first book in that series. So the Lesser Key of Solomon is divided into 5 parts. The first is the Ars Goetia, which we will be talking about today, because it has lots, well, pretty much all of the demons in that one book. Lots of the other ones are lesser spirits or lesser demons. So the first book is the Ars Goetia, the second book is the Ars Thurgia Goetia, the third book is the Ars Paulina, the fourth book is the Ars Almadel, and the fifth book is the Ars Notoria. So, the Ars Goetia, the Art of Goetia, often simply called the Goetia, is the first section of the 17th century grimoire Lemegeton Clavicula Solomonis, or the Lesser Key of Solomon. So, as we can tell, the 17th century was a long time after King Solomon was alive. So a lot of this is thought to have been based off of the practices and the beliefs of the time. So a lot of the Key of Solomon, both the major and the lesser key, were based off the beliefs at a time of the Italian Renaissance. So this was a time of scientific theories, and you know, lots of people were trying to figure things out. They were very open-minded. They were ready to learn. So a lot of these practices and beliefs from that time were put into these books. Much of the text appeared earlier, with some material dating back to the 14th century. It contains descriptions of the 72 demons that King Solomon is said to have evoked and confined in a bronze vessel sealed by magic symbols that he obliged to work for him. So, as you can tell, he did trap these demons or spirits, and he did use them. So, as many humans would probably do, he wanted to control them. He wanted to control these parts of humanity, basically. So, the Lesser Key of Solomon and its Latin title, which I'm not going to repeat because I can't do that, or simply the Lemegeton, is an anonymously authored grimoire on sorcery, mysticism, and magic. It was compiled in the mid-17th century from materials several centuries earlier.
So, can I just ask a question, please, about if we're not absolutely sure about what's been written and who's written it, and it's like 3,000 years old, we wouldn't imagine that a translation is going to be exact, or even some things might be lost in translation. What gives us a good idea that we're actually basing this on some reality and not just speculating in our own time on it for sort of media sensationalism? Because like when we talk about anything to do with demons or anything, we always think about horror stories and things like that. So, which is very, very popular on social media, isn't it?
Yeah, So when they were writing the Keys of Solomon, I don't think they were thinking about the media. I think they were trying to figure out all of these things that they believed at the time, and they were probably also trying to figure out what kind of magic they had back then. That's magic with a K, not a C, as popularly shown in media, they were probably just trying to find out how the occult worked back then, and it's just a really fancy history book.
And also, it looks like, it sounds a bit like, whereas now we're being manipulated by words in the media, Mr. Trump and this, that, I mean, and the Kremlin and and goodness knows what else. But it sounds like they were trying to do it with magic, and whereas nowadays they're doing it with social media basically. But the social media in that day and age was magic.
Well, so the keys of Solomon were actually they were used to help people understand all the different parts of humanity and the negative parts of humanity. I don't think it was a social media kind of influencing thing. It was very much a kind of meditation tool that you would use to help yourself or other people, and it was also an explanation for a lot of things. So like a lot of things in magic and all of these occult things, they are just very old explanations for things that go bump in the night.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure out what all of these scary, terrible things were. We had to give them names. We had to build a little bit of lore around them so we would understand them more, so they wouldn't scare us as much.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So if I was to go back 3,000 years and say we've got electric light and we just press a button and the light comes on, would they say no, that's not possible?
They would probably think it was magic, but because lots of people did honestly believe these, because it was an explanation for all of the things that they couldn't understand. They wouldn't be able to understand electric lights, for example, so they would probably attribute this to things like magic or demons. They would probably call you a witch or something.
Right.
I don't know if they would kill...
Well, if I bought my phone, they would definitely think I was a witch.
Yeah.
My mobile phone.
I don't think they would kill you like we think they would, because I know that since lots of people back then did believe in magic and probably practiced a lot of this, as we would practice like mindfulness and meditation nowadays, they probably did practice this a lot. So I don't know if they would like be that bad or call you a witch. I don't even know if they believed in witches. This is all just
Before
kind
witches.
of this is
Right.
if it is kind of what we think they would believe, because we don't have that much evidence. Does that help?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it does help.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that one of the books of the 5 books?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is the first book in the Lesser Key of Solomon. This is probably one of the most important, as it details all of the very high spirits. So we have spirits like Shax, the 44th spirit, or Shaz. He is the great Marquis, and appeareth in the form of a stock dove, speaking with a voice hoarse, but yet subtle. His office is to take away the sight, hearing, or understanding of any man or woman at the command of the exorcist, and to steal money out of the houses of kings, and to carry it again in 1,200 years. If commanded, he will fetch horses at the request of the exorcist, or any other thing. But he must first be commanded into a triangle, or else he will deceive him, and tell him many lies. He can discover all things that are hidden, and not kept by wicked spirits. He giveth good familiars, sometimes he governeth 30 legions of spirits, and his seal is this, etc. So these are all very, very powerful demons, or spirits, as they call them. So they are in... So back then they would have probably believed that this was true, that these things actually existed. But as we have gone on, we have discovered that these were more psychological. So this demon is humanity's attempt at naming bad things. So this is humanity's attempt at seeing someone steal some money and thinking, oh no, we couldn't possibly do that, so they made something up to explain
Must be
away
an
everything.
external-
Yeah,
an
they didn't
external
want to
thing.
feel bad about it. This is all, it's all psychological. It's so these demons can be used. So summoning demons is just like controlling parts of yourself. It's a very, very, very good way of strengthening different attributes of yourself and things. So, say you want to be stronger or something, you can summon this demon, all of these different
So you can
elements.
summon the demons.
No, but it's not summoning as in we think it's summoning. So it's not I call to
Phone me on the telephone and say, come over. I summoned you to come over.
No, it's not like I summon thee and then they appear in a puff of smoke. It's more like all of these things that you are doing, putting on the robe, lighting the incense, drawing the circles, the summoning circles. It's all a way of controlling these specific things, because we are humans, we want to control these things. So say you wanted to, like, I don't know, steal from kings. you would use,
Put all your attention
you would put
on that
yeah.
circle, yeah.
You would focus everything you have. All of these elements in the summoning process help you focus all of these things so you can control it. So it isn't really a poof puff of smoke demon appears and tries to steal your soul. It's more.
But if I appeared with my mobile phone, I'd definitely
they would be scared. I think they would be scared.
Yeah. But is it possible? Has anyone actually done a regression, a hypnotized regression or anything, where they've actually gone back to this time? Do you know of anything?
I don't know.
No.
I haven't researched.
That'd be
that.
interesting to know about it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. So in this edition of the Book of the Goetia, it explains how psychologically these things work. So here, let me read an extract. Every expert in psychology will answer that cause lies in your brain. English children are taught, pace the Education Act, that the universe lies in infinite space. Hindu children in the Akasa, which is the same thing. Those Europeans who go a little deeper learn from Fichte that the phenomenal universe is the creation of the ego. Hindus or Europeans studying under Hindu gurus are told that by Akasa is mean that Chitkasa. The Chitkasa is situated in the third eye, i.e. the brain. By assuming high dimensions of space, we can assimilate the face to realism, but we have no need to take so much trouble. This being true of the ordinary universe, that all sense impressions are dependent on changes in the brain. We must include illusions, which are after all sense impressions as much as realities are. In the case of phenomena dependent on brain changes, magical phenomena, however, come under a special subclass, since they are willed, and their cause is the series of real phenomena called the operations of ceremonial magic. These consist of sight, the circle, square, triangles, blah blah blah, sound, the invocations, smell the perfumes, taste the sacraments, touch as under one, 6, mind, the combination of all of these and the reflection of their significance. These unusual impressions, 1 to 5, produce unusual brain changes, hence their summary, 6 is unusual kind. Its projection back into the apparently phenomenal world is therefore unusual. So all of these different things that you are doing in the ceremony help you focus on these the one thing that you want to be doing, and all of these create the reality that you are seeing. So say you want to summon a demon. you would go through all of this and it would create changes in your brain, and you would be able to experience this because you are focused so much on this one specific thing. It's just a way of meditation.
But that's our reality now. The meditation is part of our reality. Would that have been part of their reality?
What do you mean, like they used meditation?
Well, did they use meditation, or was their meditation called magic and the circle?
Yeah, I think they did think that meditation was a form of magic, because when you meditate, you sometimes see things, you feel things, you experience things. It's like, it is all psychological. It is changing your brain chemistry. It is allowing you to feel and see things that might not be there. Now I will be talking about the occult tarot cards that I have. I will be using them to describe demons and to show you what they are, basically. So would you like to select one at random?
Oh, do I have to shuffle a pack first?
Yeah, go on then.
There's a pack of 78, is it?
Yes, it is.
A pack of 78. What are the cards actually called?
They are called Occult Tarot by Travis McHenry. The art on them is absolutely beautiful. Some people might find it disturbing, but I think that they are amazing. He is incredibly talented. It has all of the sigils on it, and they are the 78 demons listed in the Key of Solomon.
Okay,
Lots
so
of them
I
are
just
poetic
choose
demons.
one
Yes.
without thinking of question or anything.
No, just choose one.
Just choose one.
And I'll
Just
tell you why.
I'm just choosing a card randomly.
So this is Furfur. I think lots of people know who Furfur is from many different shows. Specifically, I would say that I know them from Good Omens, but lots of people may not. So Furfur creates love between man and woman, creates thunder and great storms, gives answers on divine secrets. So they are listed as the Ten of Cups. I don't think that they have much relation to it, although I think some of them do. Some of them were just picked around.
Well, I really that's a lovely card to
The
me.
art is
I mean, all
beautiful.
the things it's saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it really kind of
I think
it's quite complimentary.
I think the best one I would say is like death.
Yeah, but this one says creates love between man and woman. I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? Does that mean that I create love between men and women? Or there's just this card? I just happened to pick it.
I think they thought that demon, if you used that demon in that kind of way, you would create love between two specific people. So it's kind of forced, which makes it slightly bad. But I guess if they love each other anyway, then it's okay. But as being forced to love someone is never okay.
Yeah,
it's just evil.
But the picture does look like one of Father Christmas's Rudolph. I mean, he only needs a little red nose, and it'd be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, wouldn't he?
Yeah. A very evil Rudolph.
Well, he looks very lovely to me. There's nothing evil about him at all.
Lucian, have you chosen a card yet?
Oh, shall I put this
You
one
said
back
death,
first?
wasn't it?
Shall I put this one back?
Death. Yes. Death
Yeah,
is a tarot card.
I didn't find death.
Oh, goodness.
I'll give it a shuffle. Okay.
Well, death has got to be in
Lucian's
there.
shuffling it.
A little bit of ASMR.
Oh, I really like that card actually. I
Yeah.
kind of I'm sort of like becoming a bit more not so frightened of the cards. Actually, I'm not frightened about them at all. Actually,
I think in this kind of format, just seeing the picture, seeing
Yeah.
what they do, and just kind of thinking about it, they're just not so scary.
No.
You know, they're normal human things.
yeah,
So if they came up to you in the middle of the night, you said they wouldn't be scary.
I would definitely wouldn't be
As I
scared
have
of that
said, they are not physical beings.
one. Yeah,
If they were. Though.
they.
No, but they're described as spirits. They aren't physical. Well, they used to think they're physical, but with
But that one
we've
does
figured
look like a reindeer with wings, doesn't it?
I suppose yes.
Yeah.
No, but they're completely psychological. They don't exist.
Let's go with.
This one, okay. I am Five of Cups. Reveals secrets and increases one's intellect. Spreads destruction by fire. He looks like a creepy goblin guy with a couple of snakes on him.
Stop
He
making
seems to
fun of
have.
my bud.
Oh, stop it! He seems to have a snake's tail and a cat's head, and I think it's a snake's head. It looks like a snake's head there.
But the thing is, I would read it slightly different in a regular tarot, and definitely the Tarotsky tarot deck would have the Five of Cups as a someone who's maybe not as wealthy as they would want to be. Maybe the Five of Cups might represent somebody who maybe feels a bit sort of depressed about their finances.
Maybe a
And,
demon that gives you wealth.
this gives you wealth.
Yeah,
Well,
provides wealth,
in
maybe.
the Trotsky, it's actually an angel bringing some more money. So an angel would only be bringing more money if you didn't have any. So, but on the words on here says reveals secrets and increases one's intellect. So
Oh, that must have
that's a
happened to me.
completely different meaning to what we have on the. I know that's the Five of Cups. So, but I like that actually. I like that a lot. How do you feel about that one, though?
It must have happened to me because I'm very smart.
You're very smart, are you?
Yeah.
Have you got a demon for that one?
Yeah, probably.
Anyway,
Lucian for.
yeah. Anyway, this is just part one because we think that the actual the investigation of this particular topic is a good 3 podcasts, isn't it?
Couple.
A good
Quite
3,
a lot of
yeah.
podcasts.
So hopefully, as we go along, we'll become more confident in asking
Yeah.
questions about it and not feeling so timid about the cards. I mean, they're in no way scary at all, are they?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
we can keep doing this. We can keep pulling out cards, seeing what they are.
Yeah, seeing what they
You know,
are.
discovering that demons really aren't scary. They're just fascinating. It's
Yeah.
all psychology.
It's all psychology. Anyway, thank you again.
Do you have any questions?
Well, I think I'll probably definitely be thinking of some questions for next time.
And that brings us to the end of the first episode of the Keys of Solomon. Hopefully, next time we will be able to go over either the second book in the Lesser Key or one of the other Keys of Solomon. So, see you later.
See you later. Thank you so much, Pandora. That was
okay.
absolutely amazing. You've really introduced us to a topic that is really fascinating, and hopefully we'll enjoy some more. See you next time.
Well, thank you
Bye.
for letting me on the podcast.
Okay.
And many thanks to Lucian, the producer, for his amazing questions.
Beneath the moon where the old stones sleep, I trace the circles buried deep. A book of names in a candle's flame, 1,000 spirits without a face. Soloman's key in a trembling hand, brass turns cold at my command. Seals like stars in the midnight sky, and something whispers, do not ask why. Draw the line, shut the door. What was sleeping wakes once more. Every symbol, every sign, a borrowed language for the night. Turn the black key, open the gate, call up the shadows that patiently wait. Demons in the mirror, angels in disguise, ancient names are burning in my eyes. I came seeking power, I found something older, a kingdom of dust on the shoulders of Solomon. Turn the black key and pray it locks again. Goetic figures circle the page, kings of the abyss behind iron gates. Payment whispers from a distant throne, Astaroth laughs through the telephone. Bureau walks where the 6 stars fall, Belial waits beyond the wall. But every demon wears a human face when you stare too long into empty space. Salt and smoke, silver thread, words remembered, words unsaid. The deeper down the seeker goes, the less the seeker really knows. Turn the black key, open the gate, call up the shadows that patiently wait. Demons in the mirror, angels in disguise, ancient names are burning in my eyes. I came seeking power, I found something older, a kingdom of dust on the shoulders of Solomon. Turn the black key and pray it locks again. No horned king came from beneath is a mirror, the ritual is a flame. You enter looking for spirits and come out knowing your name. Turn the black key, close the gate, leave the ancient kingdoms to their ancient fate. Let the circles fade, let the candles die, let the forbidden names return to the night. I came seeking power, but the lesson was colder. Every door we open has a shadow on the other side. Turn the black key and leave the darkness behind. The book shuts, the flame bends low. The last old symbol begins to glow. And somewhere beneath the silence, something turns the key.